Hey guys, I'm back, and today I have another video on these four figures right here. Now these have been made for a couple weeks now. I just haven't shown them on YouTube yet. Haven't had the time because this video might be a little longer. I'm not sure yet. It's definitely gonna be longer than 5 minutes probably. So, but I have the Beatles here in their Sgt. Pepper's uniforms. We got John Lennon, Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney, George Harrison. So, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Beatles fan, but I enjoy their music. I like some of their solo stuff too. So I like their music. I'm not a diehard Beatles fan. I don't, some people are, but I do enjoy the music. I'm a casual fan, I guess you could say. I've always wanted to make the Beatles. I mean, I got the Yellow Submarine set, a very enjoyable set, but I wanted to make my own custom ones eventually, and then I basically decided I want to do the Sgt. Pepper's uniforms because those are the coolest looking outfits, in my opinion, like visually to make. Like, I mean, look at them. So, decided to make that version. So, basically, if we look at each of these, we'll start with we'll go right to left. So we'll start with George. So, and George is actually my favorite Beatle. Well, I say he is, but I like them all except for John. John's I've never really cared about John that much, but I like Paul, George, and Ringo about the same. But at a point, I did say George was my favorite Beatle. But here is George. So all of these are made fairly similarly. I can't say that word. It's a hard word. Give me a break. So they all have epaulets, Lego epaulets. They all have these skirt pieces, and they're all made from electrical tape, and they're glued to the waist. And then there's also a piece of electrical tape on the front and back of their torsos to kind of. It doesn't match fully because this is 2 layers of tape thick, and this is just 1, but it's supposed to just kind of transition it better. Now, they all have these little cords coming off of the epaulets here to their chest, but they're all slightly different. George has this little box on his chest. I'm not really sure what it's for, or like what it actually is. I know it's there. He's also got this little red metal. Oh well, and I'm gonna get terms wrong here. Just bear with me. But he's got this little red like a little. If it would focus, it's on his chest. There it goes. So you can see that little red metal, and then there's a little doodad hanging off of it, a little silver doodad. All of these 100% painted. The hair is painted Luke Skywalker hair. The face is just from. It's from all the faces are from the Yellow Submarine set. They're pretty much just exactly how they are, except I added these collars around the necks of all of them. I'm only going to take the head off one of them because they're all the same, but I added these electrical tape collars around the neck that are open at the front to make the collar. And my buddy Aaron, LegoMan9, he's making some Beatles as well. I won't tell the version just for a surprise, but he's making the Beatles as well, and he had to order some more heads, so he ended up ordering me a second pair of these heads too. So, because these are my heads from the set, and I didn't want to modify them too much in case I needed to, use them again for the official figures. But I'm getting a second pair of them anyway, so I could put those figures back together too, so I can have both of these versions. So that'll be fine. But all of the cords are sculpted the same as well. These are sculpted out of green stuff. Some of them have ones on their shoulder too. You see, they each have a pattern on their arm. They each have specific things to each of them, like George's. George is the only one that had a coat with a wavy bottom like this. If I, pull in Paul real quick, all of them else had flat bottoms, so only George was like that. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling. My head is stopped up. Sorry. But yeah, all of this was 100% painted. The only thing that wasn't was the face. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for George. So put him over here for now. Next is Paul. This is actually my favorite of all of them. I don't know why. I find Paul the best one, figure-wise. So you can see he's got pretty similar design to George. They're the most similar out of the two because they both have the white and silver epaulets and things like that. George's head is also from the Yellow Submarine. Paul's head is also from the Yellow Submarine. All I had to do was add a mustache because that's the one thing he needed. So, and I could rub that mustache off if I wanted to, but I mean, I'm not going to. Another detail about Paul I noticed while finding reference images, they all have shoes that generally match the color of their outfit, except for Paul. Paul's are very complimentary, and he had like lime green shoes with pink. Like George, they all have like a secondary color, like I don't know if you can tell, but that is lime green right here with George's shoes, but the shoes are overall orange. Paul was the only one I could see that had like completely different colored shoes. Don't know if that's accurate, but that's in the references I saw of them on stage. That's what it looked like. He also has little cords coming off of his chest that were sculpted with green stuff, the patterns painted on his arms, a little badge here. It's the back of him. Again, same electrical tape coat and things of that nature. Electrical tape collar around the neck. But yeah, so that is Paul. Next is Ringo, probably the Beatle I've heard the most, simply because I used to be a Thomas Tank Engine fan when I was a little boy. Had those VHS tapes, and Ringo Starr, along with George Carlin and Alec Baldwin, were usually the narrators on those tapes. So I heard Ringo's voice quite a bit on those tapes. Got all these stripes painted around his wrist. Got the little symbol there. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what rank that is or anything like that. But I don't. Yeah. So, but it's on his arm. He's also got the bands going to the epaulette. The epaulette it's actually a yellow one, and then just the tips are painted gold. I got a mix of yellow and gold on Ringo here. He's overall pink. I don't know how well the lighting's picking up what colors they really are, but George, half the time, George is the only questionable one color-wise. I've seen pictures where he looks pink as well, or like a lighter pink. I've seen ones where he straight up looks red, and then I've seen ones where he looks orange. I went with orange because I thought that looked the nicest with the other three colors, with the pink, green, and blue. And, I mean, also, just on the album cover, at least for this, I mean, it looks pretty orange to me, so that's why I went with orange. And that's also a quick reference for what these look like. But, yep, here's Ringo. Same thing, got some stripes on the side there. There's the back. I painted the details I could on him. He's got a different style of medallions and awards, and I don't know what they're called. I'm not familiar, sorry. You can educate me if you want in the comments, but I don't really know. But, he's got those on his chest as well, and again, his head's just from the Yellow Submarine set, and he just has a electrical tape collar on his neck. And then, last one, John Lennon here. That's harsh. I can't tell. But, so also from the Yellow Submarine set, head-wise, E-tape collar, lime green and orange. He's got, his medals there, got all the buttons, cords here for the epaulette. The epaulette was painted orange. Actually, a detail I noticed on John, he has a flower on his shoulder, like an actual flower. I just painted that to kind of symbolize that, so he has a flower there. All these little brown lines are supposed to indicate like tassels. I just did that. It's got this on the back, you know, and then, you know, shoes, and that. So that is honestly about it for these Beatles. And I'll give a quick plug for Fig Factory as well. I don't know if he sells these. I got this at Brick Fair. I got this printed tile from him with the Beatles on it 2 years ago at Brick Fair, and I actually, because I mean this base is just the one that comes with the Yellow Submarine. I just replaced the one that they had on there with that one. But that is about it for these guys. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you like the Beatles. Let me know, I mean, what's your favorite Beatles song? Write down mine. I really like it, I Am the Walrus. Never really heard it until like a week or two ago, and I really like it now. So right now, I Am the Walrus, Strawberry Fields. I like Little Help from My Friends, you know. I've been I like a decent chunk of the songs on Abbey Road and Sgt. Pepper's, so I mean, and I've listened to the Yellow Submarine album too, and a couple others kind of scattered around. So nowhere near heard all of their songs. I got too many to count, but you know, like I said, casual fan. I like a decent chunk of their stuff. Yeah, that's it for these figures. Thank you so much for watching. Next video will probably be on Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn, and a Deadshot to show. So they'll probably be the next video. They technically should have gone before this one, but I wanted to do this one instead. So Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and come back for more if you're feeling like it in a bit. As always, I'll post stuff when I have stuff to post. So thanks for sticking around, and enjoy your day.